What's going on, everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. Today we are on a piece of public, day before a rifle hunt starts, and we're looking for where we're going to hunt at. It's 11:30 now. I've been here about 20 minutes just walking around, getting down in here ways, but I've already got option A picked out. Look at all these turkey tracks. Been finding tom tracks here and there, and there's about 2 sets of tom tracks walking down here. Anyway, let's get my mind off turkeys for a second, if that's even possible. But we've got option A picked out for the morning. If that doesn't work out because, for say, somebody makes it before me, then we're looking for option B. And also for an afternoon sit, because option A is really good for morning. I don't think it's as good for the evening, so going to where I believe is good for the evening. But anyways, that's what we're doing, so I hope y'all enjoy this video. We'll be scouting today, and I'll be showing y'all along with that, of course, and then we got the hunt that starts tomorrow. Got a little scrape right here. I'll rub on that tree, this little overhanging tree. Looks like we might have another one up yonder here too. Yeah, look at that. Just about the size of my boot. Another scrape right here. There's so much deadfall over here, and even on this side, and it's making like a 30-foot wide funnel that these deer are going through. That's a big old pine tree. I don't know about y'all, but I find that stuff always so cool, because that is an old pine tree. That pine tree's been there longer than the oldest person that watches my channel has been here longer than that. Y'all look at this trail. So you can see the tracks all in it. Obvious trail. But of course the camera probably won't do it justice. But believe me when I say it is a highway cutting through right here. Goes just like that there. Well, this oak tree appears to be the tree that's going to be the one for possibly tomorrow morning, but if not, then definitely the afternoon sit. We can see, obviously, all this out here, but we're going to be coming from that way there. There's a whole bunch of deadfall, almost in a perfect line, so we'll be able to walk the edge of it and just sneak right on over to our tree. And then, of course, we can see all out here in front. And there's a heavy trail, that highway trail that I mentioned. It comes just like this here. Walks right along this edge, goes right by this big old oak tree, and then continues on. It's right over here. Obviously this deadfall here, but going straight behind it, just full of deadfall, just straight back. And this is where I said earlier about that little like 30-foot wide funnel, so to speak, because of the deadfall. That's what leads them right through here. So we'll be able to catch them coming from this end, going across. And of course, anything that comes around this backside, we'll be able to see as well. Have you ever watched a guy on YouTube, or a gal, and they say, I know a lot of y'all have been asking me, but in reality, you know nobody is asking that question, but maybe a handful of people of that. Well, I really have had a lot of people ask me this question. is how I find the spots that I find. And that's a whole different video in and of itself. But what you're seeing me doing right now, what you saw me do in my last video, and a lot of videos of mine, whether turkey hunting, deer hunting, bear hunting, doesn't matter, heck, even squirrel hunting, is what I'm doing right now. Walking. Go on your map before the hunt. Look over an area, just pick a block. Don't look over the whole thousands of acres. Just pick a block out of that seems to have ideal habitat and different terrain features that you're looking for. Pick that few hundred acres, maybe even 1,000 acres. Pick that, go to it, put the boots on the ground, and walk. Just walk. A lot of these hunts that I go on, I get here the day before, maybe 2 days before the hunt. Most of the time it's the day before, and I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm just walking through this whole thing, just covering areas, dropping pins as I'm going, and then putting the puzzle pieces together. Don't overcomplicate it. Well, folks, 6 o'clock on the nose, and that's going to be a wrap for scouting today. Actually, on the way back to camp now from getting some grub. Going to the grocery store, vibrating like a son of a gun on this road. Daggone. I'll see y'all in the morning, dark, early, and hopefully we're going to be filling a tag or two in the morning. So, see y'all there. We are 7 minutes into legal light, and I've had a guy shoot about 150 yards to my right, and 3 other shots several hundred yards back behind me. But like I showed y'all yesterday, we're down here in this bottom, set up on the oak tree. That's right by the really big pine. We got that deer highway, so to speak, about 40 yards to my right. If they come from the right side of that trail, I'm only going to be able to see them. Well, I'll see them first when they are right on me. If they come from the left side of the trail, I'll be able to see them from about 80 yards. To my left, I can see about 70, 80 yards, same back behind me. So we got good coverage in here. Hopefully they come from in front to my right, because that'll be best for y'all to see it. If they come right back behind me, it's going to be a hard one to get on film, but we're going to do our best. So I'm going to shut up. Conditions are great. Let's see what we can get into. I can't guarantee you I ain't going to shoot the first doe that I see, but we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know what they spooked about. One of the guys that was parked at the gate just cranked up his diesel and took off, and it was fairly loud down in here even. But she was looking back that way as soon as he did that. They trotted off about 40 yards, and they're just walking along right now. My wind's perfect, so I know it ain't that. They're just easing off now. And that was odd that she did that just from up there at the road. I mean, the road is a few hundred yards away, really. I guess that can answer a question of varying on area if deer get spooked by diesel engines, because that's been a question of my own. She sure didn't like him cranking that truck up and driving off. 200-inch buck heading our way. Matt. Man, this daggum strap got on that camera, the handle for the head here, and it freaking, I think it moved it right when I shot. Dang it. Sorry, y'all, but I think y'all at least got to see him when I shot. I mean, oh, baby. Look at that. I hear a squirrel going crazy. Look back, I can hear brush, and I see a deer silhouette. And I was in such an awkward daggum position to shoot that deer. If I didn't know I was going to be able to sit down and could have done one of these numbers because he was back this way, back behind me. So I was standing up. Say this is the oak tree. I was leaning on the oak tree doing one of these numbers, trying to get steady. Technically, I could have waited if I was to known that he was coming the way he was, and I could have just sat down and got on him. But the way he came originally, that I saw him, where first spot I saw him, I thought he was going to give me a wonky shot, which if I made it a wonky shot when I really could have just sat here and shot him. But we got him. Yeah, a day before my birthday, we got a buck down. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Rattled him in. He only ran 30 yards, not even 30 yards, he ran like 20 yards and crashed down. Yeah, baby. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Yes, sir. Just so y'all have an idea of how I shot, the camera was obviously where you're at, but it was pulled over a little bit more here. And I was doing one of these things here, bracing up against a tree, trying to get steady on him when I could have just sat down in my chair and had my rail on the side of my stand, but didn't know it in the heat of the moment. And I also thought, because he came from right behind me, I thought he was going to cut over this way or kind of cut more over yonder that way, but he sure came, and y'all saw right there 30 yards. I hate so much that the darn camera got caught up on that sling of my gun and moved right when I shot. Couldn't have been any more perfect timing, but oh well, that just comes with the territory of self-filming sometimes. Oh yeah, that'll work. Nice little buck. Oh. Nice little 8-point. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Come right on into that rattling. And the good Lord blessed me with an awesome experience rattling this buck in. He came in hot and heavy, looking for the action that was going on. And I hate so much that my gun sling caught hold of the handle on my camera arm and moved as soon as I shot. Y'all saw it, I had that frame so perfect right where that deer was about to step out on the other side of that tree, and that's where I knew I was going to shoot him, which I did. But as soon as I was about to pull that trigger, I felt just a little move and felt that camera head move, but it was too late then. But that's self-filming sometimes. We got meat to bring home of a nice buck. I'm very happy with this deer. He got me excited just like any of them. Y'all have seen deer I've killed. I've killed some big deer, I've killed some small deer, and they all get me going. And if they don't get you going, for one, don't shoot them. Secondly, you might need to think about something else that can get you going that way, because as soon as I seen him come running in, my heart started going. And as soon as I shot and seen him fall, the shaking started. Thank y'all so much for watching, and Lord willing, I shall see you in the next one. But who knows, my birthday's tomorrow, so if I don't get one this evening, I might get me another birthday buck. I've only done that, I think, one other time before, so that'd be pretty cool. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, dear. Now, the major work begins of getting them out of here.